Hello, aloha, buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, depending on what part of the country or world you are in. This is my second video. My other one ended up being a little too long, so this one is going to be just me going through the tapping that I was talking about. So this is actually a transcription of Tony Robbins. He made a video on YouTube, and I actually was listening to it, and it's 5 things you should say to yourself every day. And so as I was listening to it, I was like, I need to write these down. And so I went ahead and I paused and wrote down and transcribed the whole video. And in doing so, it was really profound for me because I realized I love his language specifically. It's very direct. I adjusted some of it a little bit so that it fits more my personality, but most every word really resonates with me in terms of how I'm choosing to see the world. And it's interesting because my conscious mind sees a lot of those things and comes from that place, but my subconscious, which is where the stories are, right? Which is where we made up the things about ourselves when we were really little, when we had traumatic experiences or even just, unpleasant experiences. And that's what rules our day-to-day lives, is what that inner dialogue is that we decided meant about us early on in life. I'm a big proponent of shadow and inner child work. And a lot of shadow work that people work on is they don't necessarily look at all the different parts of themselves. Or inner child work, they work with just their inner child, but they don't necessarily recognize that your inner child is every age you've ever been, all the way throughout your entire life. And so there's aspects of yourself that need attention at different times. Which is why we get triggered, which is why we when we get triggered, we go into our history, we go into our past. We go into that moment, not even here that the thing is happening. We go into whatever story that was like that we made up at that time that it means about us. And so this is one of the ways that I override those stories, and I've been working very consistently on myself. And I just love his work, and I love his messages. So shout out to Tony, and thank you for all of your amazingness that you've been putting out into the world for so many years. I started following you in we'll just say 2 decades ago. And working with his stuff. So thank you for this. Thank you for allowing me to turn your affirmations into EFT affirmations for programming myself for success, which was one of his first programs, at least one of the ones I did back in the day. And so tap with me if you'd like. It's a very easy practice, and starting with taking full responsibility for our own well-being. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. 5 things you should say to yourself every day. Today, I take responsibility. I am capable. I am full of gratitude. I am committed to growth, and I am responsible for my attitude, or I am in control of my attitude. There we go. Today, I take responsibility. Blame is a trap. It gives our power away. The moment we start making excuses, blaming others, circumstances, or the past is the moment we surrender control over our lives. I take responsibility because it's the only way to shape my future. Responsibility is not about guilt. It's not about beating me up. No one is coming to save me. No one else is responsible for my happiness, my success, or my progress. Every decision I make today matters. Every small action adds up. Responsibility is not just about success. It's about my energy, my emotions, and my attitude. No one is responsible for how I feel. No one else dictates my state of mind. Responsibility doesn't mean perfection. It means progress. It means I own my mistakes, but I do not dwell on them. I own my past, but I don't let it define me. I own my choices, and I make better ones. Every single day is a new opportunity to step up, to take charge and be better today than I was yesterday. Today, I choose to take responsibility. I am capable. There's nothing I can't figure out. No challenge too big, no obstacle too strong, no problem without a solution. I have everything I need within me now. If I don't know how to do something yet, I can learn. If I haven't achieved something yet, I'm working for it. When I face resistance, I move through it with grace and ease. He says push. I'm about alignment these days, so I choose the word move. Doubt is a lie. The only limits in life are the ones I accept. I refuse to accept limits. I refuse to argue for my limitations anymore. Shout out to Abraham. When fears show up, when self-doubt creeps in, I remind myself I am capable. I've overcome challenges before. I've grown. I've learned. I've adapted, and I will continue to do so. I don't need guarantees. I don't need perfect conditions. I need belief, effort, and perseverance. I ask for and allow things to be graceful and easy in my life. I am capable because I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to fail and try again and again and again. I am willing to do the work. When I face resistance, I take it as proof that I'm on the right path. I face the resistance. I take a deep breath in and I pause. And I notice resistance is showing an opportunity to realign. I choose to face this resistance with presence. I take a deep breath in and I redirect my energy to realign with the flow within me. That one I created myself. I paraphrased what he said and I made it work for me. I notice the resistance, I breathe, and I redirect my energy to align with the flow within me. I don't let fear stop me. I don't let doubt control me. I don't let failure define me. I rise, I adapt, I get stronger. I am capable.